Hello and welcome. You're watching Doordarshan News and this is the Express News with me Nancy Kohli. Let's take a look at the top stories of the day. Shiv Sena leader Aditya Thackeray and other leaders of the party reach Raj Bhavan in Mumbai. Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari has asked the Shiv Sena to indicate the willingness and ability of the party to stake claim. Shiv Sena, the second largest party after the BJP, will have to stake claim before 7:30 this evening. The Sena MLAs held a meeting with the party chief Uddhav Thackeray at his residence in Mumbai. Sanjay Raut says the party will have its chief minister at any cost. Amid the continuing power tussle, Union Minister of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprise Arvind Sawant announced his resignation from the union government. Arvind Sawant is a Shiv Sena Lok Sabha MP from South Mumbai. NCP leader Sharad Pawar said that any decision regarding Maharashtra politics will be taken only after discussions with the Congress party. Pawar also held meeting with the NCP leader Uddhav Thackeray at undisclosed location in Mumbai. The BJP core committee meeting was held today. The senior leaders attended the meeting. Maharashtra BJP's core committee members held two meetings on Sunday. The Congress Working Committee also held a meeting at the interim party president Sonia Gandhi's residence in Delhi over the political situation in Maharashtra. Senior Congress leaders including Ahmed Patel, KC Venugopal and Mallikarjun Kharge attended the meeting. Mallikarjun Kharge said that they had a detailed discussion on prevailing situation in Maharashtra. He said that Maharashtra leaders have been called to Delhi for further discussions. Speaking after NCP's core group meeting on the government formation in Maharashtra, the party leader Nawab Malik said that the Congress NCP fought elections together and the decision will be taken together only. Nawab Malik also said that Congress MLAs are in favour of supporting the Shiv Sena-led government, but the Congress Working Committee is the supreme body to decide on their party line. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Monday undertook an aerial survey of the cyclone-affected areas in South 24 Parganas district. At least 8 people have lost their lives and lakhs of families have been affected in the West Bengal due to Cyclone Bulbul. The cyclone also wreaked havoc in Odisha. The power services in Cyclone Bulbul hit areas in West Bengal and Odisha have been restored on Monday, while telecommunication links are expected to be back soon. This was conveyed at a meeting of the National Crisis Management Committee chaired by the Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, which took stock of the relief and the restoration works in the aftermath of the cyclone over West Bengal and Odisha. President Kovind expressed grief, tweeted saying, "Sad to hear the loss of lives due to Cyclone Bulbul in parts of eastern India. Condolences to the bereaved families. Thoughts and prayers with fellow citizens who have been affected." In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists were gunned down during an encounter between security forces and terrorists in Bandipora. Arms and ammunition have been recovered from the slain terrorists. President Ramnath Kovind attended the annual convocation of Vishwa Bharati University founded by Nobel laureate Rabindranath Tagore in Kolkata. Addressing the function, the president said, I quote, "I call this as pilgrimage because the two greatest visionaries of modern India, Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi, frequently met here," unquote. President Ramnath Kovind also said, "It is indeed my privilege to be here at Shanti Niketan. This is one of those blessed sites that reimagine our civilizational values that define India. This is the place that infused new energy in our national life." Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said, in fact, he called for revamping the entire education system from pedagogy to research to making India a leading center of knowledge and innovation. Delivering the 3rd annual convocation of Jawaharlal Nehru University in New Delhi, Naidu pointed out that India was once known as Vishwa Guru and said that the time has come for India to once again emerge as a global hub of learning. Urging the universities and institutions of higher learning to completely reorient their methods of teaching, he in fact said the JNU and other universities in India to figure among the top-ranking global institutions. Union HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank also attended the convocation. He said that India has much to offer as it can play a leadership role in providing new ideas and research. Two startup companies were awarded grants of 1 crore 50 lakh rupees each by the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh under the Defence India Startup Challenge started by Innovation in Defence Excellence or IDEX. The program aims to fund and incubate startups to co-develop the indigenous technologies. This is the third Defence India Startup Challenge and 44 startup applications have already been approved in the last 2 years by IDEX under the Department of Defence Production. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh launched the web portal, the logo and the compendium of IDEX today in Delhi. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar addressed an event organised by Nehru Yuva Kendra in Ludhiana. The minister said that 100 days have passed since the abrogation of Article 370. The situation is completely normal in Kashmir. Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare attended the seminar on the regulation of online content, film certification and ease of doing business in Chennai. Addressing the seminar, Information and Broadcasting Secretary Amit Khare said that the industry is an important part of the service sector, growing at a rate of 11.4% and creating jobs despite talk of a slowdown. He also said the Indian film industry has emerged as a very popular sector even abroad. Today is the National Education Day. The day is observed to commemorate the birth anniversary of Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, who served as the first Minister of Education of independent India. The Bharat Ratna awardee Maulana Azad was a renowned scholar and a senior political leader of the Indian independence movement. He was born in Mecca, Saudi Arabia in 1888. Leaders cutting across party lines paid floral tribute to Maulana Azad at the Central Hall of Parliament. The Election Commission of India condoled the passing away of former Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Session at Chennai late last night. A condolence meeting to pay respect to Shri Session was held in Nirvachan Southern, New Delhi today. Former Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Session passed away yesterday in Chennai. He was 86 years old. Session is remembered for playing a key role in reforming the way the poll body functioned. He was instrumental in implementing the Model Code of Conduct. Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan inaugurated the India Pavilion at the Abu Dhabi International Petroleum Exhibition and Conference in Abu Dhabi. The Indian ambassador to the UAE, Pawan Kapoor, was also present at the inaugural session. ADIPEC has become one of the most influential global conferences in the oil and gas sector, attracting 145,000 attendees from more than 160 countries. It will be hosting 23 exhibiting country pavilions, playing a key role in enhancing bilateral trade and creating the opportunity for long-lasting agreements. Domestic equities ended marginally higher after a volatile session on Monday. After swinging 266 points during the day, the 30-share Sensex ended 21.4 points or 0.05% higher at 40,345. The broader NSE Nifty advanced 5.3 points or 0.04% to end at 11,913. In the forex market, the Indian rupee depreciated by 18 paise to 71.4 against the US dollar intraday. The Brent crude futures, the global oil benchmark, fell 1.04% to $61.87 per barrel. The gold prices on Monday rallied by 118 rupees to 38,678 rupees per 10 grams in the national capital, held by a recovery in the global prices and sharp rupee depreciation against the dollar, according to HDFC Securities. The silver futures on Monday traded 171 rupees higher to 44,043 rupees per kilogram after speculators raised their bets, driven by a firm trend overseas. As many as 57,000 employees of the public sector undertaking the BSNL have already availed themselves of the voluntary retirement scheme that was rolled out on 5th November. The figures, when combined with those of the state-owned MTNL, exceed 60,000. The scheme will be open till 3rd December. Catalan Separatist Party ERC won 13 seats in Spain's parliamentary elections. The party celebrated its victory on the streets of Barcelona. Exit polls showed Romania's incumbent President Klaus Iohannis to win the first round of a presidential election and is likely to face opposition Social Democrat leader and former Prime Minister Viorica Dăncilă in a 24th November runoff. Bolivian President Evo Morales resigned following a backlash over a disputed election. Hundreds of opposition protesters thronged at the streets to celebrate the resignation of Bolivian President Evo Morales after days of demonstrations the country witnessed over disputed elections. In Lebanon, the protesters marched against sectarianism and the Lebanese political elite against the inability of the caretaker government to yield any breakthrough towards forming a new cabinet. Earlier, Lebanese Prime Minister resigned following the anti-government deadlock in the country. Police fired tear gas to disperse protesters in central Hong Kong. The office workers also joined protesters on the streets to condemn the police violence during the protest. A new club called the Happiness of the Middle-Aged People in Vietnam is helping people find their partners with the aim of helping single people of middle age to connect. A team of researchers from Polytechnic Institute of Barranca Mountain Research Center has developed an innovative spray safe which can be used for food conservation. And to observe Science Days in Ukraine, the Institute of Molecular Biology and Genetics has opened its doors to everyone for one day. The visitors were able to see various experiments performed by researchers. Two Japanese saxophone players won the top prizes at the Adolphe Sax International Competition in Belgium. The competition is held every 4 years in the city of Dinant. The Kuala Lumpur High Court ordered Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak to enter his defence against 7 charges surrounding a scandal. A tanker ship carrying crude palm oil caught fire in Malaysia. The ship was transporting crude palm oil from Sandakan. Iran's deputy foreign minister said that it will reduce its commitments to the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action if the parties to the nuclear deal continue with the inaction towards the international agreement endorsed by the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2231. Cambodian opposition leader Kem Sokha met the French ambassador after his house arrest was lifted, although he remains charged with treason and is banned from politics and leaving the country. The leaders exchanged their views on building democracy. Raising the concern for a stable government, the Spain socialist leader Pedro Sanchez said that he would call other party leaders to tackle the political stalemate after the country's 4th election in 4 years again delivered a hung parliament. Northern Israeli Arab town Araz, 71-year-old retiree Ghassan Yunus has become bread provided to lots of birds and animals. He commutes for 90 minutes daily just to feed the animals. Two ships, of which one is thought to be a sister ship to the Swedish warship Vasa, have been found in the archipelago near Stockholm. The ships are considered to be of the 17th century. In New York, a two-day exhibition showcasing Yukon Japanese confectionery is catching eyeballs. Yukon is made of adzuki beans. Sugar and agar is given in an American touch. The Hong Kong police arrested protesters on the street in an effort to bring control over the chaos and violent protests across the city. Hong Kong police defended its Officers Act and termed the move of opening live round of fire on protesters an attempt of protecting himself. At least 22 injured, protesters injured when the security forces fired tear gas in Iraq's capital Baghdad. Iraq has been facing unrest since the last 2 weeks due to lack of job opportunities. The Turkish Defense Ministry said, and the locals have said, that 8 people have been killed when a bomb exploded in the northeast of Syria. Iran has begun construction of its second nuclear power plant with the Russian aid in southern part of Bushehr. Bruno Senna led his Rebellion racing team to victory in the World Endurance Championship in Shanghai. Rebellion's win ended a 7-race winning streak. Two teams of young video gamers from Europe and China kicked off their virtual battle with more than $1 billion at stake. Over 15,000 fans crowded in Paris to watch the 10th edition of the World Championship tournament of blockbuster game, the League of Legends. Maribana, Havana's annual marathon, saw thousands of runners from around the world racing through historic sections of the city in what doubled as the kickoff for the city's 500th anniversary celebrations. South Africa's Rugby World Cup champions were welcomed as heroes by thousands of exuberant fans as they paraded through Nelson Mandela with the Webb Ellis Cup following their victorious campaign in Japan. Spanish Motorcycling World Championship winning brothers Marc and Alex Marquez were rewarded with the celebration in their hometown of Silvara as last weekend. Alex Marquez followed in the footsteps of older brother Marc by winning the Moto2 Championship at the Malaysian Grand Prix. Liverpool opened up an 8-point lead at the top of the Premier League with an emphatic and hugely impressive 3-1 win over defending champions Manchester City at Anfield. Roger Federer's pursuit of his 7th ATP Finals title got off to a poor start when the Swiss great lost 7-5, 7-5 to Austrian Dominic Thiem in his opening group match. From the moment Federer dropped his opening service game, he never seemed entirely comfortable and Thiem took full advantage to claim his third win over Federer this season. Earlier, world number 2 Novak Djokovic downed Italian debutant Matteo Berrettini 6-2, 6-1. Five-time champion Djokovic gave Berrettini little chance on the court, grabbing the victory after 64 minutes in the Group Jean Borg opener. The Indian shooters have won a record number of quotas in the ongoing Asian Shooting Championship. Skeet shooters Mehraj Khan and Angad Bajwa secured India's 14th and 15th Olympic quota. Union Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports Kiran Rijiju lauded the Indian shooting contingent for winning 15 Olympic quotas in the sport. Pacer Deepak Chahar took a sensational 6-wicket haul, including a hat-trick after entertaining half-centuries from Shreyas Iyer and KL Rahul, as India defeated a self-destructing Bangladesh by 30 runs in the third and the final T20. France claimed their first Fed Cup title in 16 with a 3-2 victory after defeating host Australia in the decisive doubles rubber in the finals in Perth. Liverpool opened up an 8-point lead at the top of the Premier League with an emphatic and hugely impressive 3-1 win over defending champions Manchester City at Anfield. Patrick Herrmann scored once in either half as Borussia East passed Werder Bremen 3-1 to open up a 4-point lead at the top of the Bundesliga. Chinese video gamers crushed a team from Europe who were hoping to break the domination of Asian players in the World Championship finals of online game The League of Legends. Manchester United climbed back into the top half of the Premier League table on Sunday as goals from Andreas Pereira and Marcus Rashford and an own goal from Davy Prabha gave the side a 3-1 home win over Brighton. Kenya's Robert Keita set a new world record subject to ratification in beating a high-class wheel to win the urban trail relay of 5 kilometers. The crowds chanted the USA and stood to greet US President Donald Trump as he arrived for the University of Alabama football game against Louisiana State University in Tuscaloosa. Thousands of fans joined Brazilian drivers to pay tribute to late racing great Ayrton Senna at the F1 Fan Festival in Sao Paulo. A record crowd for an England women's team match watched the Lionesses fall to a 2-1 defeat to Germany at the Wembley. The attendance of 77,000 surpassed those of the Great Britain women's team matches at the 2012 London Olympics. The 2019 People's Choice Awards were handed out with Avengers Endgame taking home the award for the best movie. The ceremony took place at Burger Hangar in Santa Monica, Los Angeles. Jennifer Aniston credits fans and friends for her icon status as the actress secured the People's Icon Award in Los Angeles. Aniston got emotional as she reflected on her career and the loyalty of her fans who have supported her over the years as she was honored with the People's Icon Award. Pink received the Champion Award at the annual People's Choice Awards in Santa Monica, California. The award was given to Pink for her charitable efforts, including her work with the Planned Parenthood and Human Rights Campaign and her role as a UNICEF ambassador. Elegantidis received the People's Choice Award of 2019 for Favorite Humanitarian. She received the award for life-changing work with individuals, communities and organizations. The multi-talented Gwen Stefani accepted the second annual Fashion Icon People's Choice Award. Jeremy Scott presented the special honor to Gwen. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. Thanks for being with us.